Scientists found the special brain cells behind depression and anxiety. Do you know that 260 million people worldwide live with an anxiety disorder? Depression occurs usually in women than men. According to WHO report, 40 million US adults suffer from different kinds of disorder. There is a general anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety, and a nearly countless number of phobias. Many old persons, including teenagers, diagnosed with depression as a psychiatric disorder. Unfortunately, no physician is sure what exactly brings on such a disorder even now, and the treatment we found are only partially effective. Very few medical researchers discover that anxiety disorder comes from different types of environmental conditions, a structure of human genes, and some changes in human brain. One important thing you should know about anxiety disorder is that it's not only affect your entire life, but it could harm your children as well, because human genes carry this disorder from generation to generation. A collaboration of neuroscientists from UC San Francisco and Columbian University's Irvine Medical Center identifies the brain cell associated with anxiety in mice, and the result published in the journal Neuro. Mason Kayberg, PhD, who is an assistant professor of psychiatry at UCSA. He was the senior investigator of this research. Mr. Kayberg and his colleagues altogether found this anxiety cell with the help of their research. This well-known researcher first observed carefully to ensure how brain cells react to the different situations. They understood one important organ involved such anxiety disorder, named hippocampus, which is a small organ located in the brain's medial temporal lobe. The hippocampus is associated with emotion and memory, and particularly long-term memory. All of their experiments done with the help of mice. They placed a small microscope in the mice's brain and then leave the rodent in wide open spaces. Mice are afraid of wide open spaces where they can easily be spotted and scooped up by a predator. The researcher observed carefully on that newly equipped mice for many hours, and they found these special neurons only fire when the animals confront a situation that's scary. For this reason, they called them anxiety cells. After discovering anxiety cell, neuroscientists understood that some special cells in the brain involved with an anxiety, but they cannot identify which cells are more active with any types of feeling. To understand this, Mr. Kayberg and his colleagues employs a new technique named optogenetics. Optogenetics is a biological technique which involves the use of light to control brain cells. Moreover, it can monitor the activities of individual neurons in living tissue and to precisely measure this manipulation effect in real time. This technique is more accurate than before because now they can control brain neurons using beam of light. Using this technique, Mr. Kayberg and his colleagues found a very important cell in the brain named amygdala, which mainly play a role in anxiety disorder, and it can alert the rest of the brain where the threat is present. Moreover, it triggers a fear or anxiety response, and they also discover the emotional memories stored in the central part of the amygdala. The amygdala is one of two almond-shaped massive gray matter deep inside the cerebral hemisphere of the brain, which creates a communication hub between the parts of the brain cells and process incoming sensory signal, and also it helps to improve decision making and emotional response of the brain. The feeling of anxiety is a part of human body's stress response when human brains feel whatever threat is present. In that time, your system is flooded with norepinephrine and cortisol, which increase your heart rate, get more blood to your muscle, get more air into your lungs. Moreover, your body turns its full attention to survival. Further studies still going on, but according to their research, such special cell they found in the mice is slightly different from the human brain. Although it will be very helpful in the modern medical science because now the therapist can identify where the anxiety coming from and how to prevent anxiety disorder using medicine as well as hypnotism. The hope is to develop better anxiety medication in future.